Hello everyone, welcome to the channel and to today's video.
As you can already tell, we're set up here in the momentum on what's quickly becoming our annual trip to the Smoky Mountains. As a matter of fact, we're here at the Riveredge RV Park here in Pigeon Forge, Tennessee.
Yeah, and we just happened to be here during the Arctic blast. We've already had some snow and we've had some pretty cold temperatures, especially at night. In fact, last night it got down to 15 degrees.
Yep, we were actually able to test out the Arctic insulation here in the RV. Can you tell us what you did to help out with all this cold weather?
Well, one thing we did is because we don't have a heated water hose, I simply added additional water to the freshwater holding tank, unhooked the water hose, drained it, of course, and then put it away in a compartment. And then we just flipped the Nautilus system over to dry camping.
Right.
And then we activated the water tank heaters. And what that is supposed to do is keep all the holding tanks from freezing. And then we turned on the furnace some last night and during these cold nights. That was supposed to help keep the water pipes from freezing.
Right.
And I have to say, everything so far has worked according to plan.
So far so good, right?
So far so good.
Okay, so we're about to ride through the park and take you along with us like we usually do, just in case you want to come camp in the future.
Yeah. In fact, we're staying here because of some recommendations made by our subscribers.
Yep.
So let us know in the comments where you like to stay and camp when you come to the Smoky Mountains, and maybe we can check out one of those parks as well and do a video on that.
So let's ride.
So as Clay and I hop on the beach cruisers, we'll begin the tour of the RV park. As you enter from Pigeon Forge, we are now in this section of the park, which is the main road. And as you can see, these are all back-end sites with a little bit of an angle, which makes backing in a little easier, even with larger rigs. And that's the case, as you can see, on both sides of the road. We'll tell you more about that building in just a moment, but first...
So we're here at check-in and they have a lot of camping essentials inside. Come on, let's go take a look.
As Clay said, the office has some RV supplies and other essentials, should you have the need. Things like power cords, water hoses, items for your sewer hookups. They even have some leveling blocks. Again, items that you might need in a hurry, should you have any problems or if you forgot something. Behind the office is the 8-foot deep heated pool, but even heated, it's closed during the winter months. There's a hot tub and a splash pad. That over there is the playground, and I'm sorry I didn't get a better video of it. Now, looking at the map, let's have a look at these sites in this section, which is directly across from the office. And once again, they're all back-end sites, which is the case for all the campsites here in the RV park. This RV park has 175 campsites. They are all full hookups with water, electric, sewer, and free Wi-Fi, which we found to be very strong. As it relates to power, they do have 30 and 50 amp service. Just be aware that there is an additional charge of $3.50 per day for 50 amp service. And as you can see, each site is gravel, and each has a concrete patio pad and a picnic table. Each one also has a fire pit. Now, as we turn around to travel into another section of the park, let's have a quick look at what's in the top of this building.
So this is the 1,800 square foot arcade. You got a lot of quarters? Keep the little ones busy.
The game room has over 30 games for your play and pleasure. Racing games, 2 air hockey tables, a pool table, and more. And under the game room is one of 2 bathhouses the RV park has. We found them to be large, clean, and with private showers.
All right, so let's continue with the tour of the RV park.
Now we're riding in this section of the park, which backs up to the Little Pigeon River. And as you can see, it can get a little crowded in here. And one reason I think is because many of the sites are not really long enough for you to park the RV and the tow vehicle in line with each other. So many have to park their tow vehicle parallel to the road. So it's not a big concern with the RV, but just rather with the tow vehicles. And now we're right in this section of the RV park, which is where we're camping, in lot 76. And as you can see, there's not much landscaping between you and your neighbor, but we found it was a decent amount of space. And now look at this section. And again, this row are all slanted at an angle, which again makes it a little easier to back into. And now the final section of the park before we look at the laundry facility and the cabins. Keep in mind the rates vary for the RV sites, and there are seasonal changes, so for current pricing, check out their website that we have listed in the description down below. But for the first week of December, we paid after taxes and city fees $63 per night.
Now I'm going to take you into the laundry area where they have 11 washers and 6 dryers. Let's go. Okay, so now that we had a look at the office, the arcade, the bathroom, the laundry, the campsites, let's go take a look at the cabins around the RV park.
As Clay just mentioned, the RV park does have several one-bedroom cabins that have a bath and a half, and those are the ones you see here. And those are called camping cabins. Those don't have restrooms and shower facilities, so you have to use the park's bathhouses when staying in those. And now to see the park cabins, we'll need to climb a nice little hill that's located here inside the park. Now that we made it to the top of the hill, we can see more of the camping cabins. And on the front side, many offer a nice view of the park. And here's a look at those new park cabins, which have 2 bedrooms and a bath and a half. These prices do differ, so again, check out the website that we have linked down below. We've really enjoyed our stay here at Riveredge RV Park, with downtown Pigeon Forge in its sight, and just a few miles away from Gatlinburg and the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. Its location is hard to beat and ideal for those who enjoy these destinations.
That's going to do it for the tour of the Riveredge RV Park. We hope you all enjoyed it.
Yeah, and if you did like the video, make sure you smash that like button and consider subscribing if you haven't done so already, and hit that bell notification so you'll get notified when we upload the next video. Yeah. In fact, be sure and join us for the next episode when we travel back down to Disney's Fort Wilderness, a place that we haven't been in a couple years. Yes. So we're looking forward to that trip. As always, thanks for watching, and until next time,
be well and stay safe.